Ho ho ho! Hey you guys, a little bit of disclaimer. I am not in any way a fish expert, a fish doctor, a vet, or some sort of magical wizard that cures all illnesses. This is just me trying to cure my flowerhorn fish of his illness. What worked for me might not work for all, but please stay tuned because this might help you guys.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. The name is Matt and today I'm going to show you how I will be treating my flowerhorn fish. So my flowerhorn fish right here, the Thai silk one, is actually experiencing some kind of hernia. For those of you who doesn't know what hernia is when an internal organ sticks out either in your belly or in the side where your anus area is. And today I'm going to show you how I will be prepping up a hospital tank for this fish. So without any further ado, let's go!
Here guys, you can actually see him poop, but that is not what we're going to look at. If you guys can see his belly area near his anus, you can actually see that there's some red spots that is kind of like sticking out. So that is what we're going to try to cure.
So for those of you who doesn't still know, I actually keep a house of roach in here in this 5-gallon tank. This is to actually feed my late scorpion who passed away just this I don't know, March, February, something like that. So I'm going to rehome them and place them right back to their original home, which is in this bin. I'm going to clean this one up and I'm going to put my Thai silk flowerhorn here, and I'm actually going to make this one my hospital tank. I'm also planning to do a water change this Saturday morning because look at that filter, it's so nasty. It's from the flowerhorn poop, and the brown one that you see there is actually the wool filter. That one is actually white in color, but look at how dirty it is. So I'm going to replace that one as well. But I think the filter is doing its job well since it's filtering most of the dirt in this aquarium.
Hello, it's me again. So welcome to the back of our house. So this is where I'm going to transfer the roaches to their original bin, which is in here. So I have here with me a basin. I'm going to put them on here first, and then once they're all in here, I'm going to transfer them one by one in this container. So this one might take a while, so let's just time-lapse everything and I'm going to show you guys the finished product or the final kind of like look. Okay, so just sit there, relax, and enjoy the video. Like it's kind of like full of baby roaches instead of large one, and I really can't get on with my work here because look at this thing. Why is he inside and how was he able to do that? So what I'm planning to do is to of course clean everything up because this will serve as the hospital tank for my flowerhorn, and I think I'm going to strategize on how I will be able to do so, but I'll do it off cam since it's a bit of a hassle on my end, guys. So I'm going to get back to you guys in a minute.
5 minutes later.
So I already finished cleaning the tank, and for those of you who's wondering where the small lizard went, I actually let him go. So I kind of like tilted the aquarium upside down so that it will eventually just go out, and then you can then imagine what happened next. So here is the 5-gallon cleaned and good to go, and then there's the newly transferred roaches. So I'm going to leave them like that.
But of course, I'm going to transfer them at the front of our house so that I can get to see how they do or if they're still thriving. So yeah, let's now go back to the front of the house.
I already connected the hose that will straight away fire the water into the aquarium there. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but I'm going to tour you guys in a moment. So let's just open this one up and follow the water as it goes. Okay, so it's done. Let's filling it up. So I now be connecting the air hose there once it's filled up, I'm sorry, in order for it to start working as the water fills up the tank. Well, I think this one is good. So what I'm about to do next is I'm going to pour this one in. It says here that 1 bottle cup for every 10-gallon aquarium. So since this one is just 5 gallons, I'm going to fill this bottle cup just half and then maybe spread it out later. And of course, I'm going to add some mineral salt just because I want to. And then I'll be connecting the air hose there already. And I'll be showing it to you guys once I'm done doing it. So this is how it looks like now. I'm starting to like it, guys. And I kind of like changed my mind. So I used this type of sponge filter instead so that it won't float, because the problem with the one with the suction is that it floats. So I don't have to worry about that one now. And let's just leave this aquarium for kind of like an hour or two so that it would cycle. I know that this one is not recommended, since as what I mean, based on my research, it would actually take around 1 or kind of like 2 to 4 weeks for the aquarium to fully cycle. But we're kind of like in a hurry, since this guy is in need of help, so that I'd be able to feed him more food in the future. So the problem is the one in his belly kind of like sticks out a bit more. So there are some days that it would stick out, and then eventually it would be gone, and then it will come back the day after. So in order to make sure, we need to kind of like give him his medication as early as now. Oops, don't fight, guys. Okay, so while we're waiting for this aquarium to cycle, we'll clean this aquarium first, and then once it's all done, we're going to transfer this little fella. Okay, so let's do that. Already good for now. Let's just keep it like that for the meantime, and then clean everything up first, including the filter, and then we're going to transfer this little guy at the bottom already, and I'm going to make sure to keep you guys updated. Okay, so it's time for this little guy to go inside of here. Let's go. It's kind of like hard to do this one-handedly because he might jump out, so we better be careful. Securing the target, and there he goes. Let him familiarize himself, and we're good. So let's get this thing out of the way. Put this one at the top so he doesn't jump, and that's good. So we're going to get back to this guy later. Now I'm done cleaning up this tank. We're gonna let that one sit in for a couple of hours, and then we're going to focus on this guy later on. So he's a bit scared because he's in a new environment. I wish I could show you guys the front view, but I already cleaned the area and it's wet, so we're going to wait till it dries and then we'll go back to this guy later.
3 hours later.
While we're waiting for the fish to kind of like settle in their new environment, we're going to do a little unboxing first. So this one is the medicine I bought from Lazada. We're going to see what it looks like. So I'm going to time-lapse everything up until the moment I pull it out of the package. So be right back, guys. So this two right here is what we call fish fungicide 30 tablet Metronidazole. So that is what we're going to put inside of the aquarium for the Untitled Flowerhorn. So this one will help in terms of antibacterial, antifungi, and everything else. And based on my research, this is what will help my Flowerhorn to kind of like recover from his hernia. So let's open this up, guys. Okay, so now it's out of the package. I'm going to let you guys see how it looks like. So it's kind of like in Chinese characters, and some of you might have doubts. I myself am having some kind of doubts when it comes to using products in Chinese characters, not being able to read the specifications, the effects whatsoever. But this is the only thing that is available in Shopee, Lazada in particular, and we're going to risk it since I don't want my fish to suffer anymore. So I bought two. The other one is for backup, and we're just going to read its description in Lazada. So I don't know if you guys can see, but it's like that. So it says here that it's a fish fungicide 30 tablet Metronidazole medicine, aquarium tropical treatment, etc., etc. Cures many common fish ailments including gill diseases and diseases caused by parasites. So I think my Untitled Flowerhorn is experiencing some kind of a parasitic or kind of like a hernia, as what I've said earlier in this video. So we're going to try and cure that one. It also halts the multiplication of bacteria typically found in common fish diseases. Effective against many organisms including all gram-positive and most gram-negative bacteria, so on and so forth. It's suitable for cold water, tropical, and marine aquariums. So the usage of this one is 1 piece every 100 liter of water. So I actually just converted it, and 100 liter is equivalent to around 26 gallons if I'm not mistaken. So since my aquarium outside is just 5 gallons, we're going to try and kind of like break this one into smaller pieces, dissolve it in aquarium water, and then eventually we're going to put it inside of the hospital tank. And then whenever you do this kind of step, there should be no kind of feeding. So make sure to not feed your fish when you put this type of medicine. I'm not sure why, but it's better to follow instructions. So that is what we're going to do for 3 days, 3 consecutive days. And then I'm going to let you guys see my Untitled Flowerhorn's progress. I haven't really got a name for it yet. We call him Seb because I bought him for 700 pesos. So let's just keep it that way. But if you do have suggestions for his name, kindly put it down in the comments below, okay? So yeah, let's just give it an hour or two before we actually put this one inside the hospital tank. So it's already nighttime. I lost track of time. So what we're going to do next is we're going to dissolve this medicine into the aquarium water. So I'm going to use this cup. I'm actually not sponsored, by the way, but here we go. I'm going to use this one. Scoop some water out from the aquarium below, this one, and I'm going to dissolve the medicine from there. And then I'm just going to return maybe a couple of minutes. Once it's dissolved, I'm just going to put it inside of the aquarium. So apologies if you don't see anything, guys, but this is my Tysil. It's kind of like hiding in the corner, so I'm just going to grab a decent amount of water, place it right in here, and just get a Metronidazole tablet. So I know it states that it will be, or we will be needing kind of like a tablet for a 26 gallon, but I'm not going to follow that anymore. So we're just going to dissolve one tablet inside of this one, wait for it to dissolve, and then once it's already mixed with the water, we're going to put it back in the aquarium. So there's that. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so I think this one is good enough. I'm not seeing any particles anymore. So I already also put the light in there so you guys can see the process. So I'm going to remove this one, put it aside for the meantime, and then put everything back to its place. So there you go. You see the white stuff. That's actually the medication. Let it sit there for the whole day, and we're going to do a water change the following day, and just going to repeat the process. So here is what he looks like. He looks like now. So he's a bit shy, and I don't know if you guys can see, but there's kind of like something red or something pink under his belly, and that is what we're trying to cure. So I'm hoping he recovers in a short amount of time, so we can put him back in the main tank. So we're going to do this 3 more times, or I mean 2 more times, and see if he recovers. If not, we're going to continue with the medication. We're going to stop feeding him first. I think he can live with that. We're going to put him in a diet so that he recovers fast. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to update you guys the following day. It's already I think 6:45 p.m. in the evening, and I think it's about time to do a water change, and then we're just going to give our Tysil Flowerhorn a second dose of medication, and I'm going to show you guys the process. This one is already good. Let's just remove the cover. Make sure to leave an opening, and then grab your dissolved metronidazole. There's still a bit of particle in there, but I think we can already put this one inside. Maybe, I don't know. We'll find out. So as you put this in your aquarium, it will then eventually dissolve some of the particles. So let's do that.
day 3. I think it's also about time that I change the water from this little fella's aquarium. So we're going to do that while the sun is still in here. Okay, so I think this is as good as it can get. We can now then put this one inside of the aquarium, and let's pray that he'll be better tomorrow, since this would be the last day of his medication. So you can see some of the floating particles there, and I think that's good enough. We can then put it in the aquarium already. And let me guys give you a glimpse. Okay, so you can see the white stuff going in there. And just submerge the cup, and that's it. You're good to go. So here's the little fella back in his tank. He's getting excited. I'm not sure if you guys can see well, but here he is. He's probably thinking himself, wait, I've been here before. I know this place. See the belly? See the anus side? No more red things sticking out. Look at this booger right here. Where's my food, you prick? Give it to me. So today will actually be the day that this little fella right here will be able to eat once again. But of course, since he's all new to this again, we're going to feed him a little amount first. So I'm thinking 3 pellets will do for this guy. And of course, this little fella right here, 4 pellets. So yep, I think I'm going to show you guys his munch time. There you go. Congratulations, little fella. You earned it. You earned it. Okay. So for you, handsome man, we'll do 4 pellets. 4. Look at him go. So that's it. I hope you guys learned something new, and if the metronidazole worked for me, I do think it will work for you too. But again, just as what I mentioned earlier at the start of the video, what worked for me might not work for all. So still use a lot of caution. Do your research, guys, and happy fish keeping. Let me guys show you the metronidazole I bought. So this one is named what is this? Jia Xiao Su Piang. So I'm going to send you guys a picture of this one, and I'm also going to post the link of where I bought this one. Okay, so that's it, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. 생각부터 다르긴 했어. 핸드폰은 장식이 됐어. 사람들의 연락을 피했어. 내가 괜히 못돼 보일까봐.